Hello students. Hello students. Today we are going to see about peephole optimizations. Peephole optimization is nothing but we know that what is optimization. So after the optimization only we need to convert the intermediate code to actual target code. So before code generation, that means the target code generation, we have to optimize the code. So we know that what is local optimization and global optimization. What is local optimization in the sense we have to optimize the intermediate code within a basic block is called as local optimization, whereas in between the basic blocks are inter-basic blocks optimization is called as global optimizations. So peephole optimization is comes under local optimization, which is a simple but effective technique for locally improving the target code is peephole optimization. So what is peephole optimization? Why they are giving a name as peephole in the sense which is done by examining the sliding window of target instruction. What is sliding window? Is a small part of instruction only going to be optimized in the basic block. So that's why it's called as peephole. Okay, and replacing that particular sliding window instructions sequences within a shorter or faster sequence wherever possible. That is, you can replace the instruction sequences within the peephole or sliding window by a shorter or faster sequence wherever possible. The code in the peephole need not be contiguous. Okay, then peephole optimization, that each improvement may spawn opportunities for additional improvements. That is very important, which create an additional optimization also. So let's see, I already said what is an optimization, what is a local optimization and global optimization, and what is peephole optimization in the sense within the basic block we only put a small part of instruction, that small part in turn optimized, right? So we will see what kind of optimization we are going to do in that particular peephole. Okay, so next we will see about the characteristics of peephole optimization. One is a redundant instruction elimination, and second one is a flow of control optimization, and third one is an algebraic simplification, and last one is use of machine idioms. Okay, so first we will see the redundant instruction elimination. What is redundant instruction elimination? If the instructions are redundant, specifically it is a load and store, redundant, we can eliminate that redundant instruction. That means if we have two unwanted instructions, we can eliminate that redundant information and we make use of only one instruction. So let's see in example. Okay, it's a redundant instruction elimination. First, load a comma r naught. So r naught content will be loaded to a, then again that a is stored into an r naught. So both are redundant instruction, you can eliminate it. Okay, so eliminate any one of instruction, you can follow it. So you can eliminate other one. So second example is if debug is equal to 1, that is you are comparing the debug value will be 1, go to the jump L1. What L1 will do? It will print the debugging information. If the condition is false only, you have to go to L2, right? So instead of reducing the jumps, can you change it by if debug is not equal to 1, go to L2, right? So from here you can type okay, that instruction is replaced by if debug not equal to 1 only, you can go to L2, otherwise you just printing information. Here we are reducing the one of the jump, right? So that we can eliminate the redundant instructions eliminations. Next topic is flow of control optimization. So what is flow of control optimization? We can reduce the number of flows. Suppose, see the example, go to L1, L1 again go to L2. So this is called as branch chaining. This branch will again call the another branch. Okay, so what you have to do now can be this statement can be replaced by go to L2 directly. Okay, which is not necessary. So go to L1, L1 is go to L2 in the sense you can directly assign the value to or directly branch the instruction to L2. Okay, if A less than B, go to L1, L1 go to L2. So what you can do, if A less than B, go to directly put go to L2. So which can be replaced by this. Okay, so you can optimize the code by flow of control optimization. And the third one is algebraic simplification. So what is algebraic simplifications? We have already seen x equal to x plus 0. So what you can say now, x equal to x equal to x into 1. So always it will give a same value. So all these algebraic simplifications you can reduce some of the algebraic equations. That is, x squared can be replaced by that means x squared can be replaced by x into x, the best example. Then x equal to x plus 1 can be replaced by increment of x. So both will give the same result. So this is called as an algebraic simplification. And the last topic is machine idioms. What is the machine idioms? So instead of using a normal assembly level instructions, use some hardware instruction to implement certain specific operations. So what kind of hardware instruction I can use instead of a normal assembly instructions? So you have to deducting situation that permit the use of the instruction that may reduce execution time. So what is an example? Auto increment, auto decrement addressing modes automatically increment and decrement the instruction values. So you can use that auto increment or auto decrement addressing modes instead of assembly instruction to do such an operation. So these four characteristics are called as peephole optimization. So we know that already what is a peephole optimization. We know that what is optimization. So before generating the code you need to optimize. So we have local optimization and global optimization. So what is local in the sense we have to optimize the code within a basic block, whereas a global means you have to optimize the code between the basic blocks. So peephole optimization is nothing but you have to choose some portion of the instruction, a status code instruction in the basic block. That portion itself get optimized. It is called as peephole optimization. So in that we have seen four characteristics. One is the redundant instruction elimination, second is the flow of control optimization, and third one is algebraic simplification, and last one is use of machine items. Okay, thank you for your patient listening.